Joy's stupid apology to religions was so bad, fed-up viewers gave her nasty surprise by Rebecca DeCirio, Politics U.S. News from AdWorldNews.com. After Joy Behar mocked Christians and Vice President Mike Pence as mentally ill a month ago, the fallout hit ABC. Disney, which owns The View, they were getting pounded by a boycott of its advertisers by Christian groups across the country. Loudmouth Behar didn't care. She remained stubborn until her job got threatened. But today, Joyless gave the most pathetic apology on live TV. Fed-up viewers were so pissed off they gave her a nasty surprise. Joy Behar is like a spoiled little brat who never grew up. She has an issue with authority like most leftists, so when her bosses at ABC were pressuring her to make an on-air apology after she mocked the vice president and Christians as being mentally ill if they hear God's voice, she refused. Big Mouth Behar had said, it's one thing to talk to Jesus, it's another thing when Jesus talks to you. That's called mental illness, if I'm not correct, hearing voices. That was Joy's response to her co-host Sunny Hostin's comment, look, I'm Catholic, I'm a faithful person, but I don't know what I want my vice president talking in tongues. Couple days went by and there was no apology from Joyless anywhere. Not on social media, not during the show. Finally, while on The View, she flat out said, I don't mean to offend people, but apparently I keep doing it. You know? I mean, it's like it was a joke. Comedians are in danger these days. That's not an apology. That fits with Blabbermouth Behar's delusion that she is persecuted somehow ever since President Donald Trump was elected. Speaking of herself as a comedian, Joy said, we are important people right now. It's that elitist attitude and blind arrogance that prevents her from ever really feeling sorry for anything she does. She's just too darn important to the country in her own eyes. That brings us to this stupid non-apology, which was just a blip made at the beginning of The View. After Vice President Mike Pence appeared on Sean Hannity's show recently, urging Behar to apologize to the millions of Christians in America. ABC Disney must have given her an ultimatum, namely either she apologizes or she's out of a job. Breitbart reports Tuesday at the opening of The View, Behar apologized for her comments, mocking the idea that the vice president heard the voice of Jesus during the February 13th episode. After running the clip of Pence's request with a face that looked like she had sucked on sour lemons and with a monotone voice, Behar said, yeah, so I think Vice President Pence is right. I was raised to respect everyone's religious faith. I fell short of that. I sincerely apologize for what I said. Also noteworthy is Whoopi Goldberg's sarcastic tone as she introduces the clip of Vice President Pence. Let's take a quick look.
Last night, the Vice President was on Sean Hannity talking about the recent conversation he had with Joy Behar. Take a look.
You and I know the criticism comes with public life, but I felt it was important that I defend the faith of tens of millions of Americans against that kind of slander, and I did so. And I give Joy Behar a lot of credit. She picked up the phone, she called me, she was very sincere, and she apologized. And one of the things my faith teaches me is grace. Forgive as you've been forgiven.
So does mine, but I'm not as good at it as you.
Well, look, but I said to Joy, of course I forgive you. That's part of my faith experience. But I did encourage her, and I'm still encouraging her, and to use the forum of that program or some other public forum to apologize to tens of millions of Americans who were equally offended.
So I think Vice President Pence is right. I was raised to respect everyone's religious faith, and I fell short of that. I sincerely apologize for what I said.
Okay.
Well, that was okay. I won't, no. She had to do it because Disney pressured her. It did look like she had a ton of sucking on sour grapes. Lemons, excuse me. But, you have to, give her the benefit of the doubt at the same time with that. But, okay, let's hear the comments now. Well, Big Mouth Behar found out right away that her insincere routine didn't cut it as an apology for most Americans who viewed it. In fact, Joy's problems with the heart of America is the flyover states go far beyond her one slight from a month ago. She's a hateful person, and she is disliked for it by at least half of Americans. I would agree with that. Too Little Too Late, The View, is consistently hateful towards anyone who doesn't view life as they do. It's sad Disney condones such a show. Sean Hannity, VP, tweeted Twitter user Dr. Evie. Okay. Sorry does not mean anything in my book. Sorry is a four-letter word. ABC should have taken action against her, tweeted another fed-up Twitter user named Frank. There was no sincerity in that apology. She only did it because she was pressured to, tweeted Bram. That I agree with. Along with a huge meme calling for the continued boycott of The View. This is exactly what ABC Disney is scared of, that conservatives won't back down and won't stop until this show is gone for good. There was no sincerity, yeah. And that apology, she only did it because she was pressured to boycott The View. Chrissy Sandoff weighed in. Tweeting straight to Behar, Joy Behar, a verbal apology is just the first step. A true apology is accompanied by changed behavior. Without that, she's just BSing. That's a very good comment. Yeah, changed behavior. We counted over 200 responses asking the show to be canceled or for ABC to fire the Joyless Wonder. Paul Satter tweeted, ABC Joy Behar apologizes, what a joke, meaningless, because she did it to try to save her job. Fire her now. This is a running theme with most Americans, with hardly any posts in favor of Behar and her cohorts on The View. And I would say, Whoopi Goldberg, when she introduced Vice President Pence, it was sort of like sarcasm. Yeah, I get it. Political experts and pundits now, no, conservatives don't protest like liberals. Leftists in America are constantly calling for ridiculous and meaningless protests and screaming about how they are victims. They never get anything accomplished. They are a bunch of sissies who go from one liberal cause to the next. Yes, because most of America that isn't liberal, basically they're working. Too tired to do anything. But conservatives, you don't want to piss off conservatives who take it to the next level and organize. Once the silent majority takes actions like a boycott or get behind a candidate like Trump, nothing can stop them. That's very true. It's a known fact by politicos in America. As for Joyless, the silent majority has decided she's gone, so it's just a matter of time. Her big mouth really pissed off the wrong Americans, and Flyover Country has spoken with a resounding bye-bye Joy. That's showbiz. Well, Yeah, they did pressure her because it took her so long to actually apologize. She could have done that basically on her own without drawing so much attention. So it only proves that she was pressured into apologizing. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.